Hey guys, welcome back to a Tarot Tale. I hope you're doing really well as always. Thank you so much to everybody who has been supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Even just viewing my videos, obviously liking, commenting, subscribing, especially commenting, people sharing their stories and being vulnerable. I really appreciate it. That means a lot. So this is going to be another pick a card style reading, 3 piles as usual. This is going to be how have they changed? So anybody that you're thinking of, how has this person changed since you've last spoken to them or seen them? So how have they changed? So think about your person, and then I'm going to get at the end some messages from them to you as well. So if anybody has any video suggestions, please comment them down below or email them to me. My email is also down below, the one that it says it's for business inquiries. You can also just send, general messages there as well. I'll definitely do those for you if you have any. So think of your person. This is going to be for pile number 1. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. So pause if you need to. I'm going to get stuck in for number 1. This is going to be how have they changed since you have last seen them or spoken to them. All right, pile 1. I think I might start with the tarot messages first. Got some tarot and oracle in here. So I've got here the Tower. I've got here the Wheel of Fortune. All right. So definitely since you've last seen them or spoken to them, they've had a Tower moment, so to speak. And I feel like a lot of readers, say people have Tower moments, but the reality is we have them often in our life. Heaps of things happen to us that shake things up, that force us to change. If we've been in a situation too long, if our life is stagnant, something's not working for us. It's, often things happen. If you notice in your life, you feel something's going wrong, but then later you actually realize that that was for the greater good and you were glad that happened. That is the Tower moment. So this person has definitely gone through a big Tower moment. With the Wheel of Fortune, they definitely were obviously destined to go through something in their life. They've had to go through a bit of, hardship and struggle. But the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that they're sort of on the path of their destiny now. It's like the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel in their life is moving forward. Better luck is coming their way. So they probably feel happier, more positive. Maybe they know what they're destined to do. Maybe they found the right career for them. Maybe they're just more positive. But definitely with the 2 major arcana, it's really telling me that they've had a period of either, being depressed, being stuck in their ways, if there's somebody that has been really negative or obnoxious, anything sort of like that, any behaviors they've been resistant to change, anything that hasn't been working in their life, they were forced to change that. They had to really learn the lesson. Maybe, like I said, they're more positive now. They're a more positive person, because that's really what I'm getting with the Tower. It's like everything they thought they knew sort of fell apart. They've obviously made some changes within their life, within themselves, hence why they're on the path of destiny now. To be on the path of your destiny, you've obviously had to do some soul searching. You've had to make some changes. So big things have happened in this person's life since you have last seen them or spoken to them. But luck is starting to be more on this person's side. Maybe they're starting to feel lucky and realize that they deserve more in their life. They're believing in things they thought were destined for other people. They realize, why can't that be me? Why can't I do more or be more or have more? So maybe this person's got some more confidence. Yeah, exactly. Self-worth. So this person has more self-worth. They realize that maybe before they were stuck in these situations. That's why the Tower had to come. And, they're realizing that I don't have to be stuck in this shit job, in this relationship, in this shit situation. This person has more self-worth, more self-confidence. They believe in themselves a lot more. They're having a lot more faith, I feel like, in life, maybe even in love, in situations. they're not tolerating the things that they used to tolerate from people, or they're not sort of acting as much from ego as what they used to. So we've got here, this was a shadow card, and we've got here non-action. So I feel like how this person's changed. I feel like before, with the butterfly here, this person's transformed. I feel like before they were just in a place of non-action. They weren't doing anything. I feel like this might have been somebody that complained, nothing good ever happens to me, nothing works out, in my life. I feel like this person may have had some victim syndrome before, and that's why they really, had to go through these things. It's like they didn't really want to do anything to fix their issues, I feel. I feel like they probably didn't want to do anything about it because they had low self-worth, but they got a bit too stuck in, having low self-worth, or where they got low self-worth from bad things that happened to them, and then they got into the victim kind of syndrome. They went, I feel like, from doing nothing about their problems to being forced to do something about their problems. I feel this person, things may have to be so bad for them to actually make change. So I feel like they have transformed in their way of thinking, in their way of doing things, definitely in their actions. So we've got here to the sea. So if this person seemed a bit uptight, I feel like maybe they were a bit serious before, or maybe even they used too much humor to kind of mask how they were feeling, but more so I feel like they were a bit too serious or defensive at times. With to the sea, it suggests that this person is now going more with the flow. It's like they're going with the current. They're not, doing that uphill battle. It's like they have less resistance. They're just, accepting the things that they need to do, accepting the things that aren't working, and they're just going with it. They're more comfortable, I feel, with their emotions than what they used to be as well. We've got here all that glitters. So for some, maybe their newfound confidence and self-worth has made them take more action. Maybe they've got more in their material world, like more finances, things like that. But with all that glitters, it's more, I feel like they had a mask on before, weren't sort of showing their true colors, their true self, their true intentions. I do feel like this person had to have a really big hit to their ego, like you left them, someone else left them. Things just kept not working out in their life. They kept not getting the money they wanted, the job they wanted, the person they wanted. This person kept sort of getting screwed over, I feel. Maybe they were too sort of materialistic and in the ego. They didn't have sort of any spiritual side, or they weren't in touch sort of with their body or their feelings. Sort of anything like that. They were, maybe a bit too logical, a bit too uptight. They wanted things to sort of go a certain way, and they've had to let go of control and not fixate so much on things in the material world or their physical appearance. Maybe if they didn't like how they looked, things like that. So I feel like overall they've made a lot of changes with confidence. I feel like they're a lot more confident. They take more initiative when it comes to getting the things that they want, or they're more open and honest about how they feel. So now I'm going to get 3 messages from this person to you. Got here, I just got caught up in the moment. So they could have done something in the past where they got caught up sort of, in the moment. Maybe if you sort of lost touch with this person, it's like they just got caught up with certain things that they were doing. They could have got I don't even know why I can't talk. They could have got caught on their words possibly, but they could have got caught up, sort of in, their depression or their negative thoughts or their low self-esteem. I feel like this person is somebody that sort of is quite egoic and projects their shit onto everyone around them. They get easily sort of distracted. Like this person, I feel like they may not reply if you text them for like hours, or they'll reply the next day. They get easily caught up or easily distracted. We do have I still love you though. Beautiful. So either they could have always known this, or they just never expressed it, or it could be something that they have just sort of figured out over time. But even if you haven't seen them sort of for a long period of time, maybe they got caught up, just distracted with life and other things, and you're wondering why they haven't contacted you. Maybe you dated and then were close friends, and then the contact sort of stopped, or maybe you never dated them, or maybe you did and broke up. Whatever the situation is, it's a clear message. They're saying they still love you. They still have love for you. They still care about you. They have feelings for you. We've got here, I left you before you could leave me. So again, with the low self-esteem, probably somebody who left you because they thought you were going to leave them. Maybe they thought you weren't going to deal with their crap. They know that they were saying they were going to change. They were trying to make an effort. I feel like it's just someone who said things over and over, but again, with the non-action, they weren't doing anything about it. So it's like they left before you could leave. They were paranoid that you would leave them. So they thought, yeah, I'm going to push you away. But then obviously they've realized that didn't work out. It hasn't fixed their problems. The tower always comes. This person couldn't stay in the current mindset and with their current behaviors. But this person definitely still loves you. So let me know what you think of this reading, if it resonates with you. Thanks so much for watching for pile number 1, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right, welcome for pile number 2. We're going to see how this person has changed since you have last spoken to them or seen them. So we've got death. So pretty clear message right off the bat with death, that it's about change and transformation. So definitely this person has changed, because we can assume that if you haven't spoke to someone or seen them in a while, but not everybody does. Some people can stay exactly the same. So with death, it's sort of like out with the old, in with the new. I feel like with death too, it's like a complete death of who they were, and they have begun taking on sort of a new form. Like, I feel like this person has not only changed a bit, this person has completely changed. Like, this person is completely different to how they were. So if you spoke to them years ago or dated them years ago, maybe now they're older, more mature, they've just learnt things. I feel like sometimes there's an element of time involved. Like, over time people just change and people evolve. But this person definitely has taken on, a new form, new habits, new thought processes. We'll try to get more information about what that is. So we've got here 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like this person has changed their view on love. They could have changed in the sense that if you haven't spoken to them in a while, now they're married or they have a partner and kids, a family life. I feel like they could have changed in terms of maybe they didn't want any of that before. Maybe they didn't want to commit. They didn't want a family. They didn't want kids, anything like that. I feel like this person is a lot more abundant. Their view on lifestyle, their view on committing, their view on love, I feel like is different, because the 10 of Pentacles all about, being with somebody for the long term, growing old with somebody. Maybe they had a belief that could never work. You'd never meet somebody that you'd spend the rest of your life with, and now they're starting to believe that. Again, it's about marriage, kids. It's about being very abundant, having everything that you need. Maybe they're more just comfortable with what they have, in the current moment, and before they were in a sort of lack mentality. But I'm getting more so that this person wasn't very committal before, and now this person could commit and be loyal to someone, or they've grown older and thought, yeah, I do actually want to have kids, but maybe when they were younger, they never wanted to. So their heart and their mind have really opened up to those sort of possibilities. We've got here fall. So fall could be significant for this person. Definitely something could have happened in fall. Also with fall, I'm seeing that they could have, literally fallen for somebody, because I'm still getting, again, that lack of commitment. It's like this person never really let anyone in. They I feel like this person had an issue falling sort of completely in love with somebody. They might have had some feelings for them or casual relationships, but there wasn't enough fire or enough spark to sort of, keep that going. Definitely with this person, it's like the old has completely fallen away. They've planted sort of new seeds now. New things are blooming in this person's life. I feel like this person definitely has luck on their side as well. We've got here Faithless, and this is a shadow card. So with Faithless, I feel like, yeah, again, especially with the love side of things, where they had no faith before, this person is having faith now. This person may have not had faith literally, sort of in religion or in spirituality. Maybe they just didn't have faith that things could work, or more so, I'm getting they didn't have faith that they could change as a person. I feel like this is somebody that if they're a certain way or they think something, they're like, this is just who I am, I can't change. I feel like their faith has definitely grown. Their faith in love, their faith in their ability to be happy and also get what they want. Just going to have a quick sip of coffee. All right. Yeah, milk and honey. So, milk and honey is really about, getting that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, knowing that if you set your sights on something, you can get it. It's about, life being really sweet, being really happy. I mean, rainbows, are naturally very colorful, very bright. Maybe before there wasn't much variety in their life, nothing much was really going on. They didn't feel like they could have a lush, lavish lifestyle. Maybe this person wasn't sweet literally. Maybe they weren't sort of as friendly or a bit more sort of nasty or egoic to other people. And now they're nicer. They have a warmer, more gentle personality. And I feel like with this person, it really sort of has been time. Like, I don't feel it's been, they had this massive tower moment, something massive happened. It's just they're sort of getting older, and naturally it's sort of making them more positive. They're starting to sort of just be calmer with things. You know how people get older and they sort of mellow out and they don't tend to worry so much? It's like with that can sort of, you can sort of sit back and allow miracles to come to you. And when they do, you can sort of really bask in them and enjoy them. I honestly feel like this person's just so much happier. So if they really weren't a happy person, were quite negative, had a lot of anger, just not a naturally happy, positive sort of person, they believe more in happiness and they are happy a lot more often. Maybe they laugh more, they're more playful. So we've got 3 messages here from your person to you. Let's see what they want to say. Wow, we've got here, karma is a bitch. I finally got mine. So, maybe it wasn't a towel moment, but they definitely did go through something. They just want to let you know that if they did horrible things to you or said things to you or said things to other people, they got their karma. They had to learn from that. They finally, the repercussions were sort of setting in. Like, I feel like with the like committal energy, maybe it's like they played people, dated a lot of people, gave them false hope, those kinds of things. And then maybe they met somebody that they wanted to commit to one time, and then that person screwed them over or something like that. And they want you to know that they did really get those repercussions. Got here, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. So potentially this person could have left you for somebody else, or you just stopped dating and not long after they dated someone else. Maybe they still cared about you but never came back to you. But probably, maybe they had a third party on the go when they were with you. Makes perfect sense. They're saying, I finally got my karma and the grass wasn't greener. So they thought they'd be happier. Maybe they thought choosing someone else would be, a better option. That person was better for them. Maybe being with that person was easier than being with you, and they want you to know that it wasn't. We've got here, songs remind me of you. So this person is still thinking about you, they're still reminded of you. I feel like when songs sort of remind you of people, I never really feel it's in a negative way from my experience. So that's just how I'm sort of taking the message. Because I feel like they are in a more gentle, sort of relaxed, happier energy. I feel like maybe even with this person with the milk and honey card, it's like positive, happy songs remind them of you. Maybe they weren't a very happy person and you were very happy. Maybe you were like that shining light in their life. When they listen to certain songs, it makes them think of you and the memories and that energy that you had. So let me know if this resonates with you. That's all I've got for pile number 2. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right, welcome for pile number 3. Let's see how your person has changed since you last saw or spoke to them. We've got here the Chariot. So this person has moved in a new direction. The Chariot is about forward movement. It's also about taking control of your life. Maybe this person had a lot of people telling them what to do. Maybe they were doing the sort of job or profession their parents wanted them to do. Maybe they were listening to their friends and just sort of going along with them. This isn't somebody who, is a follower, is a sheep, so to speak. The Chariot, I feel you're more of a leader when you're in this energy. It's like you are directing the Chariot into the direction that you want it to go in. You're taking more control of your life. So maybe they have a different job now. Maybe if they were dating someone, they're single, or if they were single, they're now with somebody. We'll see what other cards we get. But their life has definitely taken a turn. They may be in a place that they didn't sort of expect to be in. But I feel it's that they've taken more initiative. They've finally made a decision about something that was weighing on them. Like if they should stay with a certain person, or if they should have a different job, or if they should travel, or if they should move into a certain, house or area. It's like they finally made that decision about what their goal was, what they wanted to do, and they've moved into a new direction. We've got 7 of Pentacles. So this is about patience. It's also about, investing. So again, I feel like they've made a decision about what they want to do, the direction they want to go in. And they've actually started investing sort of in this dream. Like if they want to own their own house, they've started moving towards a job that earns more money, or they've started saving more money. But also with patience, this could be literal. This person could have more patience. They could have been somebody that was really impatient before. And I feel like it could come with a little bit that they were sort of doing things for other people. Maybe they got impatient with that. They got frustrated. They were like, no, I want to do what I want. I want to have the job I want, date who I want. They stopped sort of, just kind of going out with their friends and going along with whatever they were doing. It's like they wanted to invest in something else that other people weren't doing. They wanted to do something different. And I feel like they've developed more patience and just sort of changed a bit from separating. I'm getting from a certain friend group specifically that maybe was not sort of healthy for them. So we've got refocus. So yeah, they've changed their point of focus. They've changed their point of attraction. Maybe before they didn't have many goals, or sort of the path that they were on before wasn't going to lead them to having a lot of money, wasn't going to lead them to getting that house or a partner or where they wanted to go. They've had to really change their focus or just become somebody that is focused. Maybe they were sort of impatient when it came to investing in things that they wanted. If they didn't come quick enough, this person sort of would quit. Whereas now they have that fire in their belly and they will be more patient and they're willing to sort of put in the effort and wait for those things that are worth having. So I've got 2 shadow cards. So we're going to see some shadows they've overcome. We've got here forceful. And we've got here unstable. So, honestly, with forceful, I'm getting it's more that's how other people were towards them. Like, I feel like other people sort of forced them into things they didn't want to do, but it's only because they sort of had fears and insecurities, or it could be because they weren't stable. When you tend to be not so stable, other people can definitely influence, your decisions. Could even be who you date, what job you have, whether you go out on Friday night, whether you drink or not, all of your habits. There's just that connection between, forceful and being forceful and somebody that has, patience and sort of, acceptance and is receptive. They're quite opposite sort of energies here. Even if they were sort of, somebody that maybe forced their opinions on other people, things like that. Maybe sometimes they wanted people to agree with them. Maybe they weren't a follower. Maybe they were too pushy. But it's something that they're more patient now than what they were. Unstable, I feel with this, it's more with the water coming out of the skull's mouth. It's more talking about being unstable in your emotions. So it doesn't mean they're completely stable now. I feel like with this person, it's that they're more stable than what they were. It's like they're a work in progress. Their emotions are more stable than what they were. I'm getting maybe this person was quick to anger, had some kind of anger problem. Um, yeah, just their emotions may have been sort of really up and down. Like they may have sort of been yo-yoing, but it's like they're more sort of focused now on, a plan of action. They have more of a life plan. So we've got TikTok. So maybe this person has they have more of a conscious awareness about time, that time is running out, or maybe that it was just time to make a change. Maybe with the number 30, maybe they've turned 30, or they're sort of in their 30s, they're realizing that, they don't sort of want time to sort of collapse on them. It's like they may have felt this sort of suffocation of like, oh, I'm not really doing anything with my life. I'm just sort of doing what everyone else is doing. I'm going along. I'm managing okay. Maybe they had friends, maybe even a partner, money, whatever. But it's like they wanted something else. I feel like this person wanted something bigger. And it was like, TikTok time is, running out. It's like if they don't start now, or they think about this next week and they think about starting and then they think I'll start a week from then, it's sort of like, when am I going to do it? So there was an element of time. Maybe something, sort of happened to them that made them realize that they had to sort of make this change now. But yeah, there's definitely a big element of sort of time is ticking. So we're going to get some messages from your person to you. Let's see what they want to say. We've got, you still hold a piece of my heart. So whether you're friends and still talk, or they're with someone else, you're not talking at all, whatever the situation is, you hold a piece of this person's heart. When this person thinks about who they're connected to, who they love, it's like they think about you, you're still in there. But also it's like when you hold a piece of someone's heart, it's like they have a big soft spot for you. Like I feel like if you needed help or wanted to talk, or, something like, was just up with you, this person would definitely care. I feel like they would want to help. They would be thinking about you at the least. I feel for many, not all of you, you probably did date this person and you've had history with them, which makes me think of the TikTok card as well. Maybe this person sort of has just been the same for such a long period of time. But I feel, again, like I said, that you probably had a lot of history with them, or you just went through a lot in a short period of time. You might have gone through something really difficult together. So they have that soft spot for you. There are still so many unsaid things between us. So, you could have not seen this person for a while or spoken to them in a while. Maybe there was just no closure within the connection because they're feeling that there's so many things left unsaid. They're feeling, it's sort of like when it bugs you, like, oh, would it have made a difference if I told them this or that? Or it's just you have something on your chest. It's like if you love somebody and you never tell them, or you still love somebody and you never tell them, that really weighs heavily on you. So, although this person is going in a new direction in their life, they still very much think of you because there's things that bug them that they never said, or there's questions that they have for you that they haven't asked. We've got here, being apart has been life-changing for me. So having some kind of distance for many of you from this person has made a massive change on them. I feel like, you know, if they either took you for granted or they were codependent on you, sort of things like that, it's really helped them having that time apart. It's taught them a lot of things. It's made them come to a lot of realizations that probably now that's why it's bugging them. Like they want to tell you the things that they've concluded to. We also got, I wonder if you're happy without me. That's a sad message. I know, I feel like a sadness with that one. So yeah, they're wondering that, you know, you're probably not with this person, or you could even, for some, you could be friends with them, but you're apart in terms of you're not close like you were, you're not in a relationship, maybe you're with someone else. But for many of you, I feel it's that you just are in separation with them. Maybe you're not, maybe, yeah, a lot of you aren't sort of friends with them, you don't speak to them, but it's like you don't hate them and they don't hate you sort of thing. It's just maybe you're dating someone else now, or they're dating someone else, and they're kind of like, are you happy without me, or are you happy with someone else? Like they're thinking, did you ever end up finding happiness? I feel like this person, they're missing you. I feel like they're wondering if you're happy without them because they're not happy without you. That's sort of what I feel. So let me know if this resonates for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.